Hardly any spraying going on. American Airlines coming through, and then behind it, Southwest coming through. Few short trails yesterday, but very little spraying. Pretty clear skies for the most part. Not a lot of spraying last week, and then on the weekend, I guess it was just hammered out here in front of a little storm system. Not seeing this American, it should be straight out this way, and then the Southwest behind it, but not leaving a trail because I don't see it. So just goes to show how they route the jets to coincide with the aerosol spraying, whatever they want to call it, stratospheric injection. Is that what they? Stratospheric atmosphere injection. I think that's the newest term, and it's not the other one. That's solar radiation management, because they do it when it's cloudy. They do the spraying when it's cloudy, so that doesn't make any sense either. So it's really just about spraying poison on us, is what I think. But not seeing that American or that Southwest, and they're usually coming right over the top when they're routing the jets through the valley. So again, just shows how they route the jets through the valley when they're geoengineering the Coachella Valley, and if not, they route them elsewhere. Because at this time of the morning, when they're spraying out here, it'll just be jet after jet after jet. And I guess they were spraying. I watched that one gal, Jane. I think she's up in Ventura. I think she made a video on Tuesday or Wednesday, and it was just getting hammered up there. She said she was talking to some Air Force pilot that knew all about it, but I don't know. A lot of these people I don't trust on the internet anymore. I don't know what they're about. Some of these guys, like, I don't know, whatever, Richie from Boston. I don't know what that guy's about. But says a lot of truth, but then there's something about him doesn't seem right. So anyways, that's the sky here. I don't see any jets. Oh, here's one. That must be that Southwest, and it is leaving a short trail. There it is. It wasn't spraying, so it just turned it on. Turned on the short. Yep, I think I'm making it out. Real faint trail, yeah, that's at Southwest. See the orange and blue on it. So, just doing a little bit of seeding up there. And there's another one way down there, same thing. Short trail. So, that's what they were doing yesterday, just leaving a few short trails. So there you go. They are doing some aerosol activity, but not a lot. That one right there is starting to veer northwest. Not northwest. Northeast. The other one's going north. That one's really starting to head more north. Remember where it was going. Obviously going somewhere in the Midwest. So there's Alaska. Virgin Air just came through. Wasn't spraying. Could barely make it out, but it was leaving no trail. Where's it going? To Washington. Well, thinking DC. Here's another one coming over. See if this one's Delta. It should be coming over right now. So again, not a lot of jet traffic coming through. Friday the 25th of May. Clear skies for the most part. Just a few coming through, leaving the short trails. Alaska wasn't leaving a trail. Southwest was leaving a trail. Some other jet was heading north, leaving a short trail. I'm not seeing this delta, so it's not leaving a trail, but it could turn it on. That's what we're doing this morning. That went southwest, wasn't leaving a trail, then it turned it on. But leaving the short non-sticking trails, which are not contrails, they're still aerosol sprays because they come off and on too. Just a different mixture or less volume. Oh, here's that delta, and it's not leaving a trail. See if it turns it on. Did I say it was going? Or did I say? Anyways, there it is, right? The camera doesn't want to pick it up. There it is right there. Yeah, blue bottom, not leaving a trail. No trail whatsoever. Let's see if we can catch it, turning it on. Just doesn't want to focus in anymore. But anyways, again, just showing how some of them leave trails and some of them don't. They're all flying at approximately the same altitude. Has nothing to do with atmospheric conditions, whether they leave a trail or not. But I think along with the microwave transmissions that they hit the metallic particles with, it does affect the atmosphere and how they stick. So I'm sure that's all part of it. Okay, too. That delta was going to Atlanta. That wasn't spraying. And then there's this one coming up. Oh, FedEx. Let's see if this FedEx is leaving the trail. Sometimes they're leaving the short trails. And as usual, it's going to Memphis. It should be coming right over the mountain right now. But not a lot of geoengineering activity for the past 2 weeks, except for on last weekend. See what they do this Memorial weekend. Oh, yep, that FedEx is spraying. So there you go. That Delta wasn't spraying, leaving no trail whatsoever. And now this FedEx is coming through, leaving a pretty good trail. I mean, not a real sticking one, but yeah, the focus motors just don't want to focus in. It's P900. No, definitely FedEx. So again, just showing how that Delta leaving no trail whatsoever. Now this FedEx. You know, it's a DC-10, but it's only leaving 2 trails. I think it was a DC-10. Let's check it again. Yep, showing a DC-10 there. 3 engines. 1 on the tail and 2 on the, 1 on each wing. And now it looks like it's leaving 2 trails. So again, what, the tail engine's not on? I see that happen a lot with these DC-10s. They don't have the aerosol hooked up to the tail engine. Ah, come on, camera. Yeah, just looks like 2 trails from a 3-engine jet. So there you go. Again, just proves how it has nothing to do with condensation. With, you know, every other jet this morning leaving just a small trail. So okay, and here's a Southwest over, and I don't see it leaving a trail. Should be right up pretty much over the top of me here. right up in here, and I'm not seeing it, so it's not leaving a trail. I could hear one up there, but again, just showing how that FedEx was leaving a trail. The Delta wasn't leaving a trail, the FedEx was. Now this Southwest is not leaving a trail. I could hear it, but I never did see it. Southwest are usually a little easier to spot than the plain white ones because they're red and orange. But not seeing it. But I did hear it. So it was up there, but it wasn't spraying. And I don't see anything else coming over right now. That was Southwest going to Atlanta. So nothing else coming over at the moment. So Southwest wasn't spraying. Camera focus in. Okay, here's another FedEx, again, LAX to Memphis. What's this one? This is looking more south, and a Delta. I'm not sure. I have to go out front to see the Delta, but this FedEx is leaving a trail. Let's see if it leaving 2 or 3 trails. It's another DC-10. But that last DC-10 FedEx that came through was only leaving 2 trails. So let's look at this FedEx. So they are geoengineering the valley, spraying the aerosols. Yeah, I guess that one's leaving 3 trails. Just the 2 are a little more, the wing aerosols are leaving a little thicker one, but yeah, there's 3 trails on this one. But that other one only appeared to be leaving 2. Which I've seen happen a lot. And Mike Decker's caught him doing the same thing, but I'm not seeing that Delta up there. It would be looking more back this way. Looking more south. And I'm not seeing it. So, wasn't leaving a trail. But this FedEx is definitely leaving a pretty good thick trail. So those are just as toxic as the ones that stick up there. There it goes. So again, just showing how some jets are coming through leaving trails and some aren't. Those last 2 FedEx leaving pretty good trails. And you can always see the haze up there. See it around the sun. So they're, whatever they're spraying, hanging out up there, that's for sure. It eventually comes down to the ground and we breathe it. Here's a Delta coming over. I'm not seeing it leaving a trail. But I'm not seeing it either. LAX to Atlanta. And that last Delta that came through wasn't spraying. And that FedEx was. 2 FedExes were spraying. And the Delta wasn't, so it probably won't be spraying either. Should be right. Coming over right now. Mockingbird chasing a crow. And not seeing it, so it's not leaving a trail. Not hearing it either. Should be right out here. But again, they're hard to spot when they're not leaving a trail. Real easy to spot even when they're leaving the shorter trails. I can hear it, but I can't see it. Mockingbird. He's just chasing that crow. There he goes. So I'm not seeing that delta. So that delta's not leaving a trail. Should be right above me. Must be up pretty high. So again, this delta was Alaska was coming over. We couldn't see it, and all of a sudden it turned it on. Virgin Air, Alaska. Wasn't spraying, and then we were trying to see it. We couldn't see it, and then all of a sudden we saw it because it just turned it on. So again, that's got to be it. Yeah, I think I see the red engines on it. Yep. So there you go. Wasn't spraying, and then right when it got right above us here, all of a sudden we saw it because it had just turned it on. We didn't see it before it turned it on, so it's just hard to see them when they're not spraying. Where was that one going? Dallas, LAX to Dallas. That was definitely it right there. Virgin Air, which is now owned by Alaska. So they're spraying the valley with the shorter trails. And there it goes. Continuing to keep its aerosol on. Well, as you can see, they're not routing a lot of jets, or no jets are coming over right now. Got one small private plane right there. Salt Lake City. Don't say where it's going. Looks like it's heading to San Diego, but nothing else coming over. Huh. No jets. And a few jets coming through. About half of them are spraying. And that last one, that Virgin Air that came through, Alaska / Virgin Air, we couldn't see it, got right above us, and then all of a sudden turned on its spray, and we were able to spot it. So they are doing some aerosol, stratospheric aerosol injection. I guess that's the proper term now, as said earlier. But anyways, it's not about solar radiation management because they spray usually when it's cloudy. So I think it's about poisoning us personally. So that's the sky here. Pretty quiet. About half the jets coming through are just leaving the short trails, like those two FedEx and that Virgin Air that turned it on, and several others. And then the other half of them not leaving any kind of a trail. This is like a rose chrysanthemum hybrid. Somebody brought it in for Donna. Froze them. In the middle looks like a chrysanthemum, and then the outer petals look like rose petals, and then it smells like a rose. So it's supposed to be the national flower of Japan, which the chrysanthemum is. Chrysanthemum, they also said, I looked it up, was also the cherry blossom. That's kind of an unusual flower. About the size of a grapefruit. It's pretty big compared to my fist. So, it's pretty big flower. And then we got one way, now it's over the top of the mountain. Way out over the power lines there, leaving a short trail. Right up in there. Could be that Hawaiian Air, and then another one right up by the power pole there, going southeast right there. So they're coming through, leaving the shorter trails. I don't know what those two are. A lot of times those ones that are coming from that direction don't show up on flight radar. That one way out over there, I'll have to see what that one is. I bet it's that Hawaiian Air, Phoenix to Honolulu. Sometimes it'll be leaving a trail from horizon to horizon. Other times it'll just come through, and like they just seem to be like today, they're just leaving the short trails. So
No doubt they're just as toxic as
Okay, here's that one that was way out over the mountain that I just took it. It was that Phoenix to Honolulu Hawaiian Air, leaving a short trail. And I'm not sure what that other one that was looking more north, but that was it right there, because that's the exact one that I saw that was going over the top of San Jacinto there. So that was the Hawaiian Air coming through, leaving a short trail. Pretty predictable. And it was leaving an aerosol. There's where it's coming, and there's where it's going. Right through the valley. Now it's over in Hemet. Way over here. Where'd it go? Anyways.